$200 billion AI deal. Will your AI chip strategy backfire? Samsung and Broadcom's $200 billion AI partnership urges you to secure your AI chip strategy and improve revenue growth. As you analyze the semiconductor landscape, Samsung and Broadcom have signed a non-binding MOU expected to top $200 billion through the year 2030. The agreement spans memory chips, sub-2 nanometer foundry manufacturing, and advanced packaging to lock down crucial, long-term artificial intelligence chip capacity. L-Impact Solutions emphasizes viewing this massive partnership as a masterclass in supply chain resilience, rather than just another standard tech procurement contract. Hyperscalers and cloud providers are rapidly driving up demand for customized AI accelerator chips across global enterprise markets. Predictable production security enables Samsung to optimize operations while Broadcom secures massive manufacturing capacity in a tightly constrained semiconductor market. Operating in an environment where market leader TSMC maintains a dominant 72.3% foundry revenue share requires precise execution and yield discipline. Major tech giants like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and Meta are actively designing proprietary AI accelerators rather than buying merchant processors. Competitive advantage no longer relies on single-chip performance. Success now depends on manufacturing scale, memory integration, and packaging. Modern AI infrastructure spending increasingly resembles public utility investments, requiring multi-year capital commitments measured in hundreds of billions. South Korea is backing these efforts with broader technology partnerships totaling nearly $950 billion alongside major U.S. technology firms. L-Impact Solutions reminds you that securing guaranteed chip capacity today protects deployment schedules and hedges against volatile spot market pricing. Looking beyond headline numbers reveals that Samsung's earlier $16.5 billion Tesla foundry agreement proves scale alone does not guarantee market leadership. Closing market share gaps against top competitors requires years of continuous yield improvement and rigorous operational execution. Asian semiconductor manufacturers are projected to invest nearly $136 billion across advanced regional facilities to meet surging global demand. Samsung is committing over 110 trillion won, roughly $73 billion, across its chip facilities, R&D, and manufacturing capacity. L-Impact Solutions warns that high capital expenditure only generates real shareholder value when fab utilization, yields, and gross margins grow together. Growing buyer concentration risks emerge as tech giants demand faster production cycles, lower manufacturing costs, and guaranteed capacity allocations. The global high-bandwidth memory market is projected to surge to approximately $54.6 billion as data center memory needs accelerate. Advanced packaging, chiplets, and silicon photonics are now just as critical to chip performance as original wafer fabrication. Global AI infrastructure is rapidly accelerating toward an annual overall semiconductor market value of $1 trillion by the end of the decade. L-Impact Solutions highlights that long-term contracts cushion demand uncertainty, but cannot completely eliminate geopolitical disruption or technology shifts. Transitioning from product-centric models toward ecosystem-driven operations spanning foundries, packaging, and custom silicon designs provides durable stability. Long-term capacity planning must become a board-level priority to justify manufacturing plants costing $15 billion to $25 billion each. Securing multi-year manufacturing commitments through 2030 significantly boosts return on invested capital by maintaining predictable fab utilization. Expanding investment beyond lithography into heterogeneous packaging and HBM memory stacks retains high-margin enterprise AI customers. Executive dashboards must continuously track wafer yields, cycle times, defect density, on-time delivery, and gross margins by node. Capturing billions of dollars in added profitability on high-value AI processors requires improving manufacturing yield by just a few percentage points. Continuous R&D diversification across 2-nanometer process technology and gate-all-around transistor architectures ensures long-term competitiveness. L-Impact Solutions advises you that matching Samsung's $73 billion investment scale requires sustained multi-year funding rather than periodic capital spending. Protecting enterprises during cyclical downturns depends on maintaining strong cash liquidity and applying strict hurdle rate evaluations. Diversifying buyer portfolios beyond hyperscale cloud giants into automotive electronics, industrial robotics, telecom, defense, and healthcare mitigates revenue volatility. Stable long-term earnings across changing economic cycles are achieved by balancing custom cloud silicon demand with steady industrial applications. Systematic risk prevention using enterprise dashboards allows executive teams to catch operational weaknesses before they hurt financial performance. Enforcing material supply chain diversification across photoresists, specialty gases, substrates, and chemical testing tools prevents costly outages. Building flexible production plans capable of shifting capacity quickly across multiple demand scenarios protects operations throughout this decade. Continuous training for specialized engineers in process integration, EUV lithography, and packaging safeguards advanced manufacturing pipelines. Integrating cybersecurity into core governance safeguards design files, manufacturing execution systems, and proprietary chip IP from cyber threats. Controlling capital risk on $15 billion to $25 billion fabrication facilities requires phased investment approvals and quarterly audits. Transparent operational governance measures packaging capacity utilization, return on research, and free cash flow generation alongside traditional metrics. Controlling long-term ecosystems creates far more durable enterprise value than relying on initial headline contract announcements. Entering multi-year partnerships aligns custom design requirements with fab build-outs to secure steady 2-nanometer foundry capacity. Addressing memory bottlenecks early is essential, given that next-generation HBM integration now dictates total system processing performance. AI infrastructure investments require multi-year procurement commitments rather than traditional 90-day purchasing cycles to guarantee supply. Hedging against capacity shortages requires locking in allocation across advanced packaging, logic production, and memory assembly simultaneously. Supply chain friction drops significantly when partnering with integrated providers that manage memory, logic, and 2.5D packaging under one roof. Custom accelerator chips designed by cloud providers are steadily eroding market share from standard merchant processors across data centers. Benchmarking supplier performance relies on operational execution, customer qualification speeds, and continuous yield improvements over headline deal sizes. Avoiding spot market procurement during global chip panics shields enterprise balance sheets from capital expenditure volatility. Optimizing power management and liquid cooling systems in tandem with chip designs maintains efficiency in high-density data centers. Aligning capital deployment strategies with global national infrastructure initiatives supports megawatt-scale AI data center build-outs effectively. Maintaining high equipment utilization rates offsets the massive depreciation expenses associated with advanced process lithography tools. Maintaining strategic relationships across multiple leading-edge foundries protects enterprises from single-supplier lock-in and pricing pressure. Establishing milestone-based funding for major technology node transitions improves long-term return on capital employed across technology cycles. Monitoring customer concentration metrics regularly prevents a small group of cloud buyers from dictating operating margins. Prioritizing advanced 3D chiplet integration extends performance gains as traditional transistor scaling grows increasingly expensive. Securing guaranteed production windows 5 to 10 years in advance of volume deployment lowers overall procurement risk. Tracking geopolitical restrictions and export controls systematically enables executive leadership to adjust global manufacturing footprints proactively. Aligning workforce development programs directly with automation and materials science maximizes yield on next-generation process nodes. Demanding operational transparency from manufacturing partners ensures defect density reductions are tracked alongside quarterly financial results. Combining manufacturing scale, disciplined capital governance, and continuous ecosystem innovation builds a resilient AI chip strategy. Evaluating foundry commitments against strict yield benchmarks ensures long-term manufacturing performance matches original headline contract commitments. Coordinating thermal management and power distribution designs early prevents thermal throttling in high-density accelerator clusters. Structuring multi-year wafer supply agreements with clear volume flexibility protects capital deployment against sudden macroeconomic shifts. Deploying automated optical inspection and machine learning in cleanroom fabrication accelerates defect detection across advanced sub-2 nanometer lines. Expanding silicon photonics R&D solves optical interconnect bottlenecks as data center interconnect speeds transition beyond current copper limits. Balancing foundry capacity allocations between logic chips and integrated memory modules maintains balanced manufacturing throughput. Establishing joint research labs with key equipment manufacturers speeds up tool qualification for next-generation extreme ultraviolet lithography systems. Evaluating total cost of ownership across the entire chip lifecycle provides clearer return on investment metrics than evaluating upfront wafer pricing alone. Standardizing chiplet interface protocols simplifies custom accelerator design cycles and expands third-party IP integration options. Investing in local advanced packaging facilities reduces transit times and mitigates regional logistics risks across multi-country assembly chains. Monitoring substrate material availability prevents packaging delay bottlenecks that frequently idle finished logic wafers. Implementing rigorous multi-vendor qualification protocols ensures seamless transition between primary and secondary foundry options. Aligning long-term R&D roadmaps directly with hyperscale customer workload specifications guarantees immediate market demand upon process node rollout. Utilizing digital twin simulations for fab design optimizes floor layouts and equipment placement before capital is committed to physical construction. Securing direct access to specialized chemical supply chains shields high-volume chip manufacturing from regional environmental regulations. Expanding internal design enablement services helps non-traditional semiconductor firms translate custom architectures into manufacturable silicon faster. Integrating real-time telemetry into operational dashboards allows executive management to track fab utilization rates across global facilities continuously. Structuring customer contracts with shared risk-reward terms on initial yield ramp phases protects profit margins during early node adoption. Developing proprietary power-efficient transistor designs delivers critical operational energy savings for power-constrained hyperscale data centers. Establishing a resilient, multi-tiered semiconductor strategy ensures your organization remains fully equipped to lead throughout the ongoing artificial intelligence expansion. Is your AI chip strategy already losing the capacity war? Comment your answer below. For more analyses, visit our consultancy website. Link in description below. Thank you.